yeah, later on you actually became a lawyer, and yeah, you've been practicing, especially in the area of HR for a long period of time as well. So I mean, these are some of the roles that I will consider very lucrative. I mean, especially for me, I remember when I was growing up, my dream was to be a lawyer because my aunt, she's a lawyer, and I could see the kind of lifestyle she was living. She was a good lifestyle that I wanted to look up to. So, what happened? What changed in this area? I mean, was there an inspiration or a trigger that meant you to go into organic farming?
The other activities that I do are still ongoing.
Yeah.
So I'm still a lawyer. I enjoy the law.
Mm-hmm.
I am also still in HR. I still do HR for other people. So agriculture is going hand in hand with them. But the trigger to then make agriculture a bit more intense for
Yeah.
me was when I realized that it is possible to stay healthy
Yeah.
just by eating good food. When I say good food, I mean healthy food that has been produced without the use of herbicides, chemical herbicides, or pesticides, or even synthetic fertilizer.
Yeah.
One of my uncles took after my grandfather. When he retired from his job as in the civil service, he actually went into poultry
Yeah.
and livestock and a few crops. And I remembered him saying that over half of the money he used to build the house he lives was actually from agriculture.
Wow.
So they had all inspired me. In fact, he was the one who first found the first piece of land that I bought. He was one that found it for me. So later on, I had cause to meet some people at a cancer conference.
Yeah.
And I was shocked to find out that only about 10% of all of us who were at that conference were not cancer survivors. Almost every participant were cancer survivors. In fact, we were like the odd ones out. You're like, what are you doing here if you don't have cancer or you haven't survived it?
Yeah.
And I told the story of my mom,
Yeah.
who at 72 died of cancer of the colon. And the doctor then told us when we were, feeling very bad that, oh, she ate well. How could this happen? And the doctor said, people rarely develop cancer at 72. So your mom must have lived very well.
Yeah.
And that was why the cancer was that delayed. So I just went on a vacation and I got this notice saying there was a cancer conference. To me, it was like a whole conference dedicated to cancer. I thought that was really very interesting. And I made my way there. It held in California, but they took us to Mexico. We visited cancer hospitals. We were free to speak with patients who wanted to tell us their stories. And it was just so amazing. And at that point in time, I made up my mind that when I go back to Nigeria, I was going to start my own farm, ensuring that it was only the best that could come out of it for people who would like to heal or those who would like to maintain the state of their wellness.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these studies that give a lot of credit to healthy lifestyle. I also remember interviewing one patient. I went into an organic farmers market, and I asked her, why do you come to buy these foods? I mean, you can go to your local grocery and buy them. And her first response was like, this is what made me heal. I used to suffering from cancer, started eating this food, and this is why I come here. These are some of the kind of stories that actually need to be told more in terms of what organic can bring into the table, which are not being spoken more a lot these days, I think. So it's also very, very inspiring from my end, actually.
Thank you. But I had an experience from last year to this year that, people keep validating this for me. What I'm doing, people keep validating it for me because some of our customers will call me and tell me stories like, oh, I'm pregnant. And I'm thinking, okay, where is that coming from?
Yeah.
And the lady says, oh, 3 months ago, my doctor said the toxins in my system was too much. I either eat organic or something. And I started 3 months on, I'm pregnant, and I've been buying things from you. We also had a lady who was already given 2 weeks to leave by the hospital. The cancer hospital had given her 2 weeks to leave because she had been cancer stage 4 from last year, January, till last year, October. Guess what? She lived another 7 months.
Wow.
Just by supplying her things from the farm.